Hello, MET 240 students. This is Dr. Vukica Ivanovic, and I'm about to show you how I would model first part from your homework 5, which is A12 Rear Axle Support. And I will skip the part how you should create the project and how you should save it with the right file name. And this one is dimension in inches. So basically right now I'm going to show you how to create this part, and I will follow the instructions from the book. So this one I will model in their way. So you see the first sketch will be looking like this. So you'll have 3 lines, 1 arc, 1 diameter, and then extrude that, and then later add another rectangular shape that will remove here the missing feature, and then add something here and add something there, and then use the mirror option after you removed something there. So I'll start with the first sketch, and if you open your book you'll find that in the page 6.5 how you can set up display of the sketch plane, and you can find the first sketch on the page 6.7 in the book. So I'll go here and create a two-dimensional sketch, and I will again select this plane X and Y, and I'll start by creating symmetrical lines. So I'll select construction line, and here from the center I'll create one vertical line, doesn't matter what's the size, and I'll then turn off the construction, and then I'll create 3 lines, one going down to the right and above, and I like to say that these two are symmetrical. So select symmetry, left, right, and then the middle one, and then I would like to say that these two are equal, and then I will add one arc which is tangent. So I'll select here one point, the other point, and here I have my tangent arc, and I'll zoom in to show you what I created, and then I will add dimensions from the page 6.7 in your book. So this one will be 0.43, and the other one will be 0.39. And if I'm still not getting the purple, I can see and check what's wrong. So you see, if I move it a little bit up, it seems like this one is not constrained in terms of the coordinate system. So I'll say 0, and that's what I will get. And here I will add another hole in the middle, the one that you have here in the drawing, this one. That's what they did on page 6.7. So I'll create here one circle from this point, and that one would be 0.125. And I'll finish the sketch, middle mouse key, just to have it there, and then extrude on page 6.8. You can see that I will extrude this profile on 0.764. This is what I have. And now I will create one rectangular shape, and I would like to remove what I don't have in this part. You see this gap here, what's missing. So I'll go to, this time I'll select XY plane as my drawing plane, and I will create the rectangular shape, and then I will create a cut symmetrical on both sides with this kind of option. So I'm selecting this plane. You can click create two-dimensional sketch, select the plane, or you can select the plane and click on this option, doesn't matter. And if you don't like the way how it's turned here, you can turn it around like this, here left like this. And if you want to see what is inside, you can always go view visual styles, so view visual styles, and you can change it to wireframe, or you can change it to shaded with edges, some of these options. So I'll go back to my sketch, and I would like to use project geometry. In this way I can use existing geometry on my part. And I would like to select this option and select this line. You see the one on the top, you see it should be yellow after it's there. And here I'll select here, somewhere here, and somewhere there. It's not really letting me to get this line. Anyway, so I can create a line from here up to the one I got. And maybe I should go with the wireframe with hidden edges. Then I'll be able to see what else I have here. That's how I can see that I have previous line there. I can delete it and then start all over again. Sketch, project geometry, and click here and click there, so you see I have something. And then I'll create a line from here to there, and then I'll dimension from this one to the right. This should be 0.08, and from here to here I'll get, I didn't want to, yeah, I can do that. This one would be from here to here. It seems like this one maybe is not horizontal, so I just want to make sure that it's horizontal, otherwise it's not giving me the right choice. From here to here, now it is, okay. 0.0965, and basically that's all I need. They made this a little bit up, but you know, I just want to cut whatever I have right now, so I'll go and finish this sketch. So visual style shaded with edges, finish sketch, and now I like to cut whatever I have in this sketch. So I like to say extrude profile, this one, and you can select here option cut, and you can say here symmetric, and then through all. So now it's going from that plane, and you see it's cutting to one side and it's cutting to other side, and all I dimension is this and that, and then I use these two that I already had with project option. So this is what I have currently. And then here, the next step they did, they made something with the revolved option, but also you can create this. I can show you one other way as well. For this, you can see in the book the way they did it. So you see here, I'll create one rectangle, one cylinder, and I would like to show you draft options. So you see one more option more than what they gave you in the book. So I'll just create here, create two-dimensional sketch on this plane, and all I need is one circle, and that circle will be 0.308, and then that's all I need. And then I will extrude this part here by 0.08. You can see that on the 613 page in your book. So 0.03 in that side. And now I would like to add a draft, which is the angle. So this surface here will not be perpendicular to this plane. I'll add 5 degrees angle here that I have. It's a little bit dimensioned here wrongly. I think this 5 should be from the other side. This is more than that. Okay, so I'll go here, draft, and here for the pull direction I'll select, so you see this kind of thing. Draft angle will be 5, and I'll select this plane, and for the faces I'll go and select this one over there. Yeah, pull direction that side, and then for faces this one over there. So you see what I'm trying to do. I mean, you can do it the same way as they did it in the book. And you see this is wrong, it shouldn't be in that direction, so I'll change the pull direction. You shouldn't be removing it by 5, should be adding it to the other side. And I can change that if I go edit feature and pull direction. Let's see what I have if I say, yeah, like that. So I change the pull direction, and now it looks good. And you can always go inspect and try to measure that. Is that what you got? 3.08. I think this was not what I wanted to do. So let's see if I want to edit draft, and let's see if I want to Yeah, pull direction from there, but what if I select another plane? This one, and then for faces the same thing. So then direction, you'll see if you play around with this, you'll figure out which one is correct. So if I go and inspect and measure, so this is very typical if you have casting and if you have injection molding, you can add something with this feature. That's what I want to show you. But we can also do it in the way they did it. That's how I'll delete this just to make sure I'm doing the same thing as they did. And for that, I'll select XY plane and I'll go 3D model. And again, I will flip this just to make sure I'm in the right place. And what they did, they used the project geometry option. And then they created something like this. And I can over just to emphasize that I have more, and I can close this here, and I can dimension it the way they did. So what I had here was 0.08, and then you see it's way who knows where, and here they have the angle of 5 like this, and there is a third dimension needed, which is, you see, direct distance from where this should be. Okay, so let's see, and they did mention that from, I think, so if I go to view, visual style, and if I go to wireframe, so I can see where's the middle one, and I'll try to create a line. So I mean I can use the project geometry, this line here, and then I can try to mirror what I got, these things around the mirror line. Then I have these, but I don't actually need these, so I can convert them to construction ones, but they use that to dimension from here to here to this point over there. It's hard for me to select the point, so I'll just convert this back to the real lines and then try to dimension from here to there. Linear dimension. Maybe I need to project here geometry, so I have the point in between. I don't know, it's not letting me select that point, so I'll try to create another line here. Make this construction. Make all these constructions, so I need that. And then let me try now. And this should be 0.308. Okay. And here, this should be the project geometry. The one they have here, sorry. I think it's this one. No, this should be in line with the hole we had previously. So what if I delete this one, and if I try to line this one, this to be 0? Now it's giving me that 0 option. Okay, so if this is not listening to me, I'll just delete these and create a new line from here. And then I'll just make these ones bigger. I mean, so much bigger. And I need these. And then I will trim away leftovers like this. And then again, let's dimension this. So you see, this is a little bit complicated way to do the same thing that I show you with the draft option. Five. So see, these two are collinear. Let me save this part. Okay, I cannot do it now. And I would like to make this point on this line. So that's how I'm removing some of these constraints and then making this vertical. So vertical. Or if it's not listening to you, just start fresh. And now I guess I can create the mirror, this about the mirror line. Apply, and then I can try to dimension this to be 0.308. So whatever it is, and then I can convert this to be construction. And then if I say finish, and if I turn this back onto shaded with edges, you see what I have, something like this. And let's see how it works. If I go say revolve, I would like to revolve this profile, and they need axis. Let's see if I can use the one I had in the sketch. If you don't have it, remember you have to have the axis inside the sketch, and that's how I did this part. And now I will do what you have in the page 614. So select this and create one circle and one rectangular shape there. So, and if you like this, just flip it a little bit around, and you see now I'm creating this part here. So all I need is one rectangular shape and one circle, and I can create one line from the circle that goes to the left, and let me make this line symmetrical to these two. So this one, and the one in the middle. You know where it says doesn't want to do that. So let's try again. This one, and I like this middle one. Maybe it's not. Okay. Then I'll just dimension whatever I had in the first sketch. Let me find it. What was the number? I want that to be in half. So it's 0.390 divided by 2. That's where this one should be. And then I would like this rectangular shape to be symmetrical around this one. And let me see if the center is there. Yeah, it is. So I'll just leave this to be construction line. And then I will trim away what I need here, like this. And then I will dimension. This one will be 0.116. And this one will be 0.58, and 0. From here to here, this would be 0.080. Okay, and let's now fix some of the constraints which are missing. Symmetrical. These two should be symmetrical around this one, and let's see again if these two are. And then I can say that the circle and the circle, this arc and arc, also I want them to be symmetrical. And then I can try to use these. Well, I can say that these are collinear, like they are in the same line. And let's see what else is missing. Why this is not. You see, I have something. So I have to say the position of my center, which would be from this line by. You have that on page 615. This is 0.474. So it's fully constrained. Then I will just extrude this. Extrude the sketch I just made by page 616. So I'm extruding this by 0.115 inches. And I'll create one hole with the option concentric. Plane would be this plane, and concentric reference will be this. And this would be 0.122. Enter. And here I have to create a cut feature from page 617. So I'll create a two-dimensional sketch here. One line from this point somewhere. And then I will dimension that single line. I don't need anything else for the cut feature. From here to here, 0.32. And then finish sketch and extrude this triangle. And I'll make a cut feature through all. Enter. That's it. And now I like to mirror, because if you see in the homework, you see it has two sides. So I like to show you how to mirror the whole thing around the mirror line. And I'll show you the drawing in another tutorial, because this one is already 23 minutes. So I'm going here to modify pattern here, the mirror. And I like to say features, and I can say the part. I don't need the whole. I can say here the whole solid, everything that I have. You see it's all pink. And all I need is click on the mirror line, this one here. And I don't want to remove original, I need both. I'll say okay. And this is all you needed to do for the part. And make sure you watch the video for the drawing. So, and make sure you save this.